Welcome to Week 4 action, followed up with Pigskin Postweek. The Dallas Cowboys head to New York Thursday night as Pollard Express and Zach hit the gridiron. The Express deployed a couple of receivers in this one, starting with his first rounder, C.D. Lamb. He gathers in 7 for 8 for 98 yards and a score, tallying over 20 points. Malik Neighbors continues his dominance, catching 12 of 15 targets for 115 yards for over 18, as the Cowboys sneak in a win, 20-15. Another rookie for Darren, Jaden Daniels, is leading Washington to their best start since 2008 as he throws for 233 and a score and rushes for 47 with the second touchdown on the day, netting 24 as they demolish the Arizona Cardinals 42-14. Zach has only one shining star this week, and it comes by way of Justin Jefferson, who puts up 17.5 points with 6 receptions, 85 yards, and a touchdown. He never stood a chance as he has 5 players scoring single digits as he loses this one, 82-124. Next, we have the Bears still seeking his first win. Will it come against Steel Reserve? I think not, as Justin Fields for Steel puts up a season-high 33 with 312 yards passing and 3 total touchdowns, which gives Jake the $20 payout this week for most quarterback points. The Bears running back room had a great day as Jahmyr Gibbs reaches the end zone twice with 78 yards on the ground, and Brian Robinson Jr. gains over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown, scoring nearly 20. Steele also had a good showing from his running backs, though, as Jonathan Taylor scores once on 88 yards for 18, and Aaron Jones almost hits 100 yards and scores just under 16 points. The difference in this one was Bears' Jordan Addison was left on the bench as he puts up over 21 with 2 touchdowns and only 3 catches for 72 yards as he gets saddled with his 4th straight loss, 107-124. Another team desperately trying to find themselves in the win column is Valor Magoulas as he squares up against Worthy of Some Head. Mike Evans gets back on track for the first time since week 1 as he gains over 19 points on 8 of 14 receiving and a trip for 6. Kyron Williams gets another dependable workload of 19 carries for 94 yards and a score, putting up over 18. And Jordan Mason returns after a quiet week 3 with 160 all-purpose yards and a touchdown, scoring 24. Ethan matches these players well, with Texans wideout Nico Collins having yet another big day as he gets targeted 15 times, catching 12 of them for 151 yards and a tutty for 28. Jaden Reed goes ham as Packers welcome back Jordan Love, notching 7 receptions for 139 yards and a score for 24.6. And Lamar Jackson only throws for 156 yards, but he has 3 total touchdowns and puts up nearly 24. It was enough to get the job done as he keeps Valor Magoulas winless, 125-112. The Flagon and Prenis were the 4th match this week as Brent really couldn't gain any momentum as Josh Allen and the Bills get shit on by the Baltimore Ravens Sunday night, 35-10. St. Brown comes up with 2 scores this week, putting up almost 18. Stephon Diggs runs in one and has 5 catches for 69 yards, and Tony Pollard has a big game Monday night as he puts up 17.8 with 108 total yards and a trip for 6. But much like the Bills, Brent also gets his Prenis shit on by the Flagot, as Robert gets yet another huge performance from his newly acquired running back Derrick Henry, who nearly puts up as much as the Buffalo Bills combined 236 yards on total offense. Henry rushes in for 199 yards on 24 carries for a touchdown and catches 1 lone pass for 10 yards and another score for 35.4 as he has back-to-back weeks over 30 points. DeAndre Swift finally shows up for 26 with a 7 for 7 72-yard receiving day and 93 yards with a touchdown on the ground. San Francisco defense nets over 25 as it wins him the $10 payout for the tiebreaker on most running back touchdowns. Robert abuses the Prenis, 140-93. Last but not least, for Week 4 action was the remaining unbeatens, Judge Judy and Christian Mingo. Elvin Kamara for Mingo posts 21.4 with 77 yards and a score rushing, and Chuba Hubbard has been solid for Carolina as he rushes for over 100 yards with a touchdown, scoring over 21. Judy gets a similar stat line from James Conner, who gains 104 and a score for nearly 19, and Zach Moss almost gets 16 as he has 78 combined yards with a touchdown. This match was essentially deadlocked as we headed into the final NFL game of the week as their quarterbacks went head-to-head with Detroit hosting the Seahawks. Austin's Jared Goff was the only quarterback in NFL history to ever finish a game with a perfect completion percentage on at least 10 attempts for over 200 yards as he goes 18 for 18 for 292 yards and 2 touchdowns passing, and also gains another touchdown on the receiving end from St. Brown, putting up 26.68. This wasn't enough though, as Taylor's Geno Smith puts up 395 yards with the touchdown for 24.6 and leaves Taylor with a slim lead heading into the final drive of the game. This victory was all but guaranteed until Geno Smith threw an interception in the final minute, dropping his score to 22.6 as Mingle falls to Judy 114 to 116.35. Tune in next week for scores, stats, highlights, and more with Pigskin Postweek.